The Fed's preferred recession rate indicator, which is the 3 month over 18-month forward, that is now flashing red. What does that mean? Flashing red stuff doesn't usually mean good stuff, Zach. What does that mean? That implies a 94% chance of a recession within the next year. 94%. Let's jump into things. Hello, beautiful people. Captain Zach Sparrow here. It feels good to be back. I am blessed, refreshed. I'm going to jump into the video now, though. If you guys want life updates, channel updates, all of that stuff, videos coming your way. I promise. I really mean it this time. It's coming back. We're doing things, but all that's going to be at the end of this video. I want to hit you with the information up front to reward some people who might not be used to the channel here. So anyway, I wanted to go over this really quick for you guys to again, just another angle, a different opinion coming at you, saying, guys, we're here. We're already in a recession. Whenever they keep moving the goalposts and changing definitions, that doesn't negate the fact that the sky is still blue, even though if you say, well, technically it's not really blue anymore. Technically, so what I wanted to talk about with you guys today, man, I'm a little bit rusty here. I feel like I'm a little bit amped up. I didn't even drink anything crazy before this. I just had some Wawa over there. But one thing that I wanted to talk about was First Horizon. I don't know if you guys have been following the markets that closely or not, but I wanted to talk about First Horizon Bank, the collapse there. We saw it tank over 40%. It's dropped even more since then as well, since the morning. But the CEO, when he was interviewed, they asked him what was going on. This is the CEO of a bank, by the way, and he said it was, quote, unfortunate and unexpected. Man, we didn't expect that to happen. Like, dude, like, who is he trying to fool in this case? That is hilarious. That is, oh my goodness. Well, it's really unfortunate. We didn't expect that to happen, all this. But, anyway, so the Fed raising interest rates another 25 basis points. That's cool. That's great. You're going to see more pain. You're going to see more cracking happen. By cracking, I mean more banks are going to continue to fail. We just see more and more pile up. Since March 8th, I believe, is when we saw the first domino fall. But anyway, after 50 days now of continual pain in the markets, we're starting to see a lot more blood in the water, and you're going to see it throughout the rest of the year as well. But anyway, aside from that, I kind of wanted to paint just a real brief macro landscape picture for you guys, and I want you to, I don't want you to be afraid on that either here, but I do want you to be aware, because knowledge is power, but it's how you utilize things like that. And I want you to just basically wake up, zoom out. I understand, like, you go and you do your 9 to 5 or whatever it is that you're doing in life, and whenever you're hyper fixated on something, it's really difficult to zoom out and to remember the big picture and to understand what's truly going on. Because when we're lied to regularly, when it's a normal occurrence, whenever we just get fed lies continually, it gets kind of easy to just either accept it or partially believe it, or eventually you just don't care enough anymore because you're like, whatever, what else is new? The world's coming to an end. I've seen it 4 times before in the last 10 years. So there's always a new once per century catastrophe happening every other month, it seems like. Doesn't it seem like that? Especially since 2020. I digress. But what I'm trying to hopefully get across is I want people to wake up. To call me Slappy Zacky here, but I want people to realize the sort of situation we're in. It's incredibly dire, but at the same time, there are going to be so many opportunities. If you're someone who invests, which a lot of people do on this kind of a channel, and if you do invest in real estate, you're probably already aware of this. But even more so, there are a lot of people that invest in real estate that do not understand the macro landscape one iota, and that is abundantly clear. Whenever you get to asking people like, oh, where do you think the market's headed? And they're like, it just depends on a lot of it. It does, but it doesn't. So yes, it's part art. Yes, it's part science. But it's very interesting how people choose to approach and spend tons of their hard-earned money on things that they don't necessarily understand, or where they understand that the market is heading. You need to understand your why, basically. Whether it is right or not, you need to double down on your why and understand the angle that you're trying to approach something. There are opportunities all over the place regardless of that. Now, to actually answer the question of, Zach, okay, when Lambo, I need to make money. The reason why I wanted to hit you with that information up front would be there are going to be massive opportunities. It's incredibly disheartening and it's saddening to see that we're seeing what I believe is going to be a worse version of 2008 happening here. It's already happening. The landscape has already been set. You're going to see a lot of people get kicked out of their homes. A lot of people are going to lose their vehicles. A lot of people are going to lose their jobs even, or they're going to have to work multiple jobs. And that is kind of what I want to touch on for you guys. So understanding that there will be opportunities, albeit sad that some of those houses are for sale, someone needs to buy them. Do you want other giant banks gobbling up these real estate investments, or do you want to be able to partake in some of that opportunity as well? I want to let you guys know this is not financial advice here. I am sitting a lot in cash right now. There's a reason that I have all this extra dry powder right now. I'm not investing a ton into collectibles. I'm not investing a ton into anything in particular right now because of the blood in the water scenario that we just outlined before. So are there opportunities? And if you're someone who does not follow markets, again, leaving your money in your stock investment portfolio, however you have it laid out, that can be an awesome strategy if you just ride the wave up and down, and over time it kind of trends just up and to the right, which is awesome. We've historically seen that, well over a century now. So again, you do whatever meets your risk tolerance, your goals, wherever you're personally at in life. Okay, now, Zach, how do I make this 6 figures that you're talking about, this elusive 6? So it's happening right now. So what are we? We're at the beginning of May right now. So the year's almost half over at this point. You can still make 6 figures for the year, or even if you don't, you have to still shoot for the stars, and then maybe you just end up on the moon or somewhere before, right? You guys have heard those kind of analogies before. But one thing and it changed my life, and I've been so busy the last year, and why I haven't been making videos is because I had a transitionary period in my life in the last year, and I knew video making wasn't going to be a part of that process during the meantime, because I needed to equip myself with the right tools to be able to help you guys and to distribute more tools. And I want to give you guys the right knowledge and power to go out there and absolutely crush it. And I want you guys to win. I want you to succeed, because I love when I watch a video or hear someone talk or read a book or an email or whatever, and you just have that, dude, that makes sense kind of moment. And it's different for everyone. One little snippet of information that I tell you guys might not land exactly the same for some of you, but if there's one person at one thing that I say and they're like, dude, that thing that you said, it just hit me like a ton of bricks, and then I saw this differently, or I did this, or whatever the case, that is the feels good moment that I'm trying to get here with this channel. I'm trying to get us to win together. And I know there are a lot of smart people in the comments. So if you guys want to start talking in the Discord again, I'm planning on being active again. So here's the proof. But I want you guys to know, yeah, there are a lot of cliche ways that you can make a lot of money, like, oh, hey, invest in the stock market, and you can make money doing that, or you can invest in yourself, and that's all great. And that's cool. But here's the thing. If you're watching YouTube videos, I can almost guarantee you watching multiple 10 cool side hustles for 2023 or to prepare for 2024, those are not going to do it for you. If you're watching ample, here's how to crush it this year, this month, or whatever, that's cool. That's cool to get you sparked and maybe get you excited, motivated, or maybe they're just fun to watch. But eventually, all you're doing is just consuming content. You're like, yeah, no, that doesn't jive with me. I don't want to do that. Maybe I should watch this. Just do it. Like, what are you talking about, Zach? Just do it. Like, just do anything. Do it, right? So, like, seriously, just do it. Start whatever that is. There is a skill set that you have right now, and I'm going to get more granular for you guys on how I was able to do something just like this. But bear with me here. This is, I believe, crucial. So you have to take a step back and be brutally honest with yourself and ask your loved one, friend, someone really close who can give you a point blank, here's the bottom line, here's the truth about you as a person, and ask them, just say, hey, can you tell me 3 things that I do really well? And stop right there, listen to what they have to say, because how they say it, you might have an idea of what they say, but how they say it and the information that they give you will let you see yourself in a different light, in a different way, right? So I want that to be something that you're cognizant of moving forward, as well as understand that you can make, sorry guys, this is really bad right now, isn't it? You can make an endless amount of money, right? So, okay, cool. Thanks, Zach, for that wonderful nugget. But like, what I mean by that is they will tell you a skill, or maybe it's a personality trait of yours that you have. Double down on that and then double down on it again. So, for example, let's say that you're someone who is funny. Maybe it is time that you get off your lazy bum, use ChatGPT even, seriously, and come up with your 5-minute bit and then go to that comedy club. Literally go to that comedy club, shake hands with the owner or the manager or someone, or even if it's the bartender and they're the only one manning it for the evening and they're upset because they're having to work a lot and they're just spilling over their life and you're like, yep, And then do your 5-minute bit and then do it again and then recraft it, and eventually you get started. You see what I'm saying? The picture I'm trying to paint here. So there might not be immediate money there. Now, I'm going to address the immediate money part as well. So hopefully this is a valuable video for you guys. So, and these are the questions that I was asking myself over the last year and a half. Number one, money isn't everything, right? However, it's incredibly important in our lives, right? You still have bills to pay. You need money for the most part. So here's the thing. We're in pain. We're in horrible mode right now. Things are crashing all around us, and it's happening now. You need to make money now, not 50 days from now, not, maybe 2, 3, 4 years before my side hustle finally breaks out and I can start making some good money. No, you need money yesterday, right? So in order to do something like that, I know it stinks. Right? Up front, it stinks. But I can tell you right now from experience, it works and it's awesome if you're serious about this. And I know not all of you will be, and that's okay too. Seriously, I want you to think about this. Get another job or use the skills that you have right now to get more money at your current job. So, for example, literally simply asking, I think I mentioned this on a video, it was probably like a year or so ago on the channel, where my brother-in-law literally asked for a raise. And guess what happened? He got a promotion and a raise because he hadn't asked for one in the last year or two. It's sometimes that easy. Now you might be thinking, Zach, I'm not in that position. I work on a line in a factory, man, and I only make 23 bucks an hour or whatever it is. Awesome. That's cool. Ask for a raise or promotion, or maybe can I move on to night shift or first shift or whatever shift you're not currently doing, see if there's a pay raise there. That's going to move the needle a little bit. However, what if, now hear me out here, what if you just picked up a second job? Zach, I don't have the time for that, man. I've got 4 kids. I got a wife. I have my own side thing that I'm trying to work on as well. My family's sick. I have to try to take care of them. That's cool. All those excuses that I just came up with right there, I know for a fact. I have people in my life who have all of those things and then some going on, who are working multiple jobs and killing it. And they're making 6 figures and well beyond 6 figures, and it works for them. Now, you have to ask yourself, yeah, but work-life balance. Work-life balance, in a way, is kind of a myth. And this is the thing that I don't want to say that we missed on the channel earlier when I told you guys that, hey, I make a regular average Joe salary, which is true. But that being said, you have other avenues of income coming in, right? Whether it's, you have a big collectible portfolio that you just offload over time, or you can flip stuff, or maybe you're really good at working on cars and vehicles. Dude, turn that into a side hustle, man. And you can make money on that today doing that. It's not a side hustle that you have to start on your blog and then, 6 years from now it starts taking off. If you can work on cars, you guys see what I'm saying now. So start a second job. Literally, if you don't think you have other skill sets, which you do, but I get it. If you literally go to Taco Bell today, because we all know Taco Bell is hiring people right now because they are always slow, at least in my areas. So please help me out and work for Taco Bell now, because I could really use some extra help and speed getting through that drive-thru. And man, another thing that I want you guys, here's the ultimate thing. So sorry I'm a little scattered. Like I said, it's been a little rusty here. Literally just hit play. First take right here, raw coming at you, you know, in a PG way mostly. And get a second job. Get a second job now. Literally apply for a second job right now. Something basic, easy that you can do in the evenings, in the mornings, whenever, before and or after work. Do that. Start making that extra money right now. Make an extra $500 a month, $5,000 a month, somewhere in between there, most likely, if it's something that you're looking at to do that. And I'm not joking. Let's say you make $50K a year right now, right? Okay, decent salary, not bad. Now, what if you started working at Wendy's? Okay, first of all, they've got really good sandwiches, right? Second of all, it's probably going to be really close to your home. You're going to be able to do that in the afternoons or weekends or both or whatever the heck. And guess what? You're going to have an extra $1, $2, $3, $4 grand per month that you didn't have before. So now the extra money that you had before from investing, because that's why you're watching this channel, you were investing some of your money before. Maybe it wasn't even all that extra money. Shame on you, but I get it. Now you're making an extra $1K a month. Oh my goodness. How much better is that than, yeah, maybe I shouldn't go to Starbucks today because I need to save $4. It's probably $7 now. I don't know how expensive is Starbucks, but you need to zoom out and think bigger instead of all this little penny pinching stuff, which you should still do. You should still not just throw away every single cent that you have on every single item, because that is something that people, especially Americans, do a horrible job at. And just leaking money. And eating out is a really big one for people I know in particular as well. I see that consistently across the board when I talk to clients in the past. But just be cognizant of that. However, even if you scrape going and you don't go out to eat a single time anymore for the rest of your life, that's kind of sad. But if you did that, let's say you save, I don't know, $400 to $800 a month. Cool. But what if you got another job and you're making an extra $3,000 a month? Do you see what I'm saying? These are the things that you need to look at. And here's the deal. You don't have to kill yourself either in order to get this kind of money. And you start now and you do it for a short period of time. And I promise you, if it's something that you want and need in your life, talk to your family about it, pray about it, you know, dwell on it, really think about this, really focus on it. And if you believe it's right for you, which I knew it was right for me to do something similar like this, to start a side hustle, to get different avenues of income streams into my life, it will just transform the way that you view things. And you just view the world in a different lens. The more you zoom out and the more money you make, the more you realize there's more to be had and there's more you can do with that money. There's more money that you can give away and enrich other people. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. When you give a gift to someone, whether it's knowledge or something physical or whatever the case, when you give something to someone, how incredible does that feel? It feels amazing, doesn't it? Seriously, that's why I love making these videos for you guys. When people reach out to me and they say, hey, Zach, you know, that really, you know, helped me through whatever. I love getting that feedback, not so much for the pat on the back stuff, that's always nice, but I love the fact that people are getting helped from something. Isn't it just a good feeling, like when you help someone, you open a door for someone, or you help them mow their grass, or whatever the case. So hopefully I've made that somewhat clear for you guys. I know we were kind of all over the place, but please really, really consider making extra money right now so you can invest in whatever it is that you think is worthy enough of your hard-earned money, whether that would be collectibles, whether that would be precious metals or businesses or whatever it is. You will have that extra money now. So for example, if you're trying to save 10 cents here, 4 cents here, why not zoom out, slap that off the table, who cares where that goes to, and make more money. You need more of that, right? So yeah, okay, that's the video. Thanks for watching. Here's the life updates, channel updates, and all that wonderful stuff. I feel like this is a little rambly. Maybe it's not though. I don't know. Sometimes as I'm talking, and then I'll rewatch like a snippet of a video at some point, and I'm like, you know what? That came out okay. It could have been better, but it could have been worse. So, anywho, life updates for me. We're back in action. I'm actually going on vacation here shortly, so like literally in 2 days. But I feel like this is a great way to get things kicked off, get things started. I'll be excited in all of that. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. I also want you to know that that's the plan moving forward, is more videos. Hi, wifey. She's home. Anyway, more videos to come. I want to talk about a broad scope of things. I'm thinking about just focusing on this channel. I know I made another channel, Zach Lantern channel. But I think, at least for right now, I want to focus just on this channel, and maybe we'll like broadly talk and brush on subjects here and there. But I feel like there's just a lot that we could talk about in this particular segment as well, that can help people make more money, and that we can also, make more money and be able to invest more money. Because who cares if you get an awesome investment and you just crush it on a few Pokemon boxes or whatever the case, and that's awesome, that's great. And you're like, dude, I put $5,000 into this thing and it crushed it and I doubled my money. That's awesome. You can't always expect investment returns like that, as I'm sure all of you guys know. But what if, instead of you saying like, dude, it took me a while, I saved up $5,000 and put it into this thing, what if instead of $5,000 you put in $20,000 and you did the same return because you were just flat out making more money? You see what I'm saying? Or what if that $5,000, you double your money and you make $10,000? That's awesome, that's great. What if just in general though, you made $20,000 just from working? Or you made $10,000 just from working? You see what I'm saying? So that's kind of like the direction that I want to take this channel here, and why I kind of stepped back for a while. And I just felt not exactly burnout. I just felt like I didn't have anything in particular to add, because it's just always circling around the same exact topics all the time. So I really needed to take a step back. I needed to intake more information and really just download and process a bunch of information for you guys, to give you guys hopefully some life-changing information, some really cool content. Sometimes, and maybe it's just entertaining at the end of the day too. So it's just someone else to hear another snippet. So I'm going to be talking about other TCGs coming up, new releases and stuff. Spells and Magic is releasing some products soon. Sorcery TCG is releasing products soon. Pokemon's doing a bunch of crazy stuff as normal. Magic the Gathering seems like they come out with a new set every week, and we just have a lot that we need to talk about, and I feel like I'm one of the guys fit for the job to make myself look like a fool. So if you guys want to join me on that journey, that would be amazing. I really missed you guys. Like I told the OG members, I made them a really short little Mezu unboxing, a little peeky peek earlier. And I just told them, I love you guys. Hugs and kisses your way. So if you would reciprocate, that would be awesome. I also feel a little awkward smooching on some people and not smooching with you back. So anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Stay focused. You guys can do this. It's not as hard as it sounds. It really isn't. So for example, like, are you really that happy in life sitting down and playing video games for 8 hours in the evening, or whatever the case? Or would you have more fun in the evening, maybe flipping a property at first, like literally one property, buy something, learn how to fix something up. I didn't really like fixing stuff before, but over the last few years, like I've started getting into that vein more, where I like making I like making progress on certain things. And I'm not super handy or anything, but like, maybe you would want to spend that evening, the extra 8 hours in your evening, instead of watching Netflix all the time, maybe watch like a couple things in Netflix or whatever. But maybe, just maybe, you spend that time with your spouse or your best friend or whoever, and you're flipping properties and working on it together. Or maybe you don't want to get blood and money together, so to speak. And I get that too. Whatever works for you, do it and be happy about it. Don't do it and be like, I gotta do this because Zach said I need to make more money. Find that avenue that works for you and make it work. And again, the work-life balance thing, just transform and just think about it just a little different, just a smidge different on how you make more money, what that looks like for you. And then truly ask yourself, is it worth it for me to do something like that? Like for me, the benefits that me, my family, my friends get from that, and from others for the money that I'm able to give to my church and to just give to other people in general. It's just, it's so amazing to see how you can just spread just love in general, and how you can see the stress from people and anxiety just kind of get dissipated when someone like you, who knows a little bit more about money, can help someone else who doesn't know as much about that. So yeah, food for thought. Hopefully some of this sticks with some of you guys. Thanks so much for watching. I can't wait to make more videos for you guys. I missed this. I will see you guys on the later skater, and that's it. And until next time, I don't know. That's pretty much it.